Hello people, welcome back. My name is Art. Welcome back to another video. This is my second time doing this because somehow I accidentally pressed pause. Didn't realize I pressed pause. And I was like, what happened here? So this is what I'm going to do. This is what I bought for the new comic books for this week. I'm recording this on Saturday, Juneteenth, which is a new federal holiday that commemorates the freedom of slavery. But anyway, I got some new comic books and show you what I got from eBay. First thing we're going to do is New Mutants number 16? 19. Look at that. That's a nice cover. Dealing with Hellfire Gala and X-Corp number 2. Put these together like this and you got a nice little pose right there. Dealing with the Hellfire Gala. Fantastic Four 33 Deadpool cover variant. Venom Alien number 4 variant. Don't know why I bought this. Don't know why. Don't know why. I couldn't tell you. And Venom number 35 or issue 200, Legacy 200 issue of Venom variant cover. At first when I bought this I said, oh my gosh, the thing is this has a $10 price tag, so this better be worth the damn money. That was at the Dirty Store. I go to my backup store, bought Berserker number 3 foil, like holograph foil kind of edition. Looks really cool. Really liking Berserker. Imagine it's Keanu, from the mind of Keanu Reeves and Matt Kent. Think about this. Imagine John Wick that can't die. There you go. Well, that's it. That's all you need to think about. Okay. This next one, Seven Swords. Looks kind of interesting. Swashbuckler story, like pirates kind of stuff. Looks kind of interesting. Want to pick it up. Now this is what I was looking for at the other store, but I couldn't find it. Back in the day, DC created a imprint called Milestone Comics. Milestone Comics was pretty much a black run comic book company within DC. Pretty much black. I mean, there's some white characters, of course, but predominantly black, Hispanic, and Asian. One was called the Blood Syndicate. One was called, which was kind of like a mishmash X-Men hodgepodge. One was called Tribe, which I don't remember anything about that. Icon, which was cool, was like a Superman style character that was really unique. And the most popular one, Static Shock. The new Static Shock book, season 1. I love Static Shock back in the day. Reading Milestone, I love Static Shock. And when that cartoon came out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Now, for example, the first copies of all these of the original 90s run, you can find them in the dollar bins, most likely. Some of them may still even be polybagged with the trading card. Some maybe. And Venom 35, issue 200, varied edition. This is a remake of Venom number 1. Ryan Stegman version of Venom 1 with no wings and stuff like that. Venom number 1 I have signed by Ryan Stegman, and I'm hoping if I get another chance to meet Ryan Stegman again, I'll get him to sign this sucker. When I saw that, I said, this is the one I gotta get. That was my super backup store. Now my store. First we got Usagi Yojimbo. Love Usagi Yojimbo. I loved Usagi Yojimbo before. Now, funny thing is, I was reading the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic book before the cartoon came out back in the early 90s, and I was reading Usagi Yojimbo before he debuted, so that's pretty cool. Radiant Black. It's starting to get kind of Power Rangery for me. It's still a good story by Kyle Higgins, but it gives me that Power Rangers vibe, like mixed match of Iron Man, Ultraman, and Power Rangers. Miles Morales, Clone Saga. This Clone Saga is a lot better than the 90s Spider-Man Clone Saga that lasted 2.5 years. Now, a lot of people hate on Miles Morales because he's a black Spider-Man. Legacy comic book characters has always been around. Look at Batman and Robin, because sooner or later, you know, Robin's going to turn into be Batman, and they did that. Dick Grayson, who became Nightwing, actually became Batman for a hot second. Go figure. You have Flash, Kid Flash, Barry Allen. Flash dies in the Final Crisis, not Final Crisis, Infinite Crisis on Infinite Earth, and Kid Flash steps up, becomes a new Flash. Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, John Stewart. Successions. You got Superman, Supergirl. Okay. Thing is that what makes this guy really good is that they followed the old school Spider-Man formula, and that worked. Fantastic Four number 33, The Bride of Doom, regular cover. I love this cover. In their regal kind of suits, like a commander kind of suit, you know, like royalty commander kind of suits. Star Wars, War of the Bounty Hunters. I kind of want to wait till I get the whole thing to read it, or I just read it and then read it again when I collect it all. Aliens, number 4, the real cover I like. See one in the background, one in the rear. And last but not least, the standard copy of Venom 200. This is my reader copy, which is cool. That's now what happens. The last video I did, I finished all that and I realized, I said, why is this 3 minutes? This is taking longer than 3 minutes. Then I realized it was on pause. But anyway, that's not it for the video. Let me show you what I got from eBay. I got a couple books from eBay. X-Men 173. I love that. I love this I love this post, like they're running at you. I don't think I ever read this book. Don't ever think I ever did. But anyway, Uncanny X-Men 308. I remember reading this at one time, but I don't remember what it's all about. But I love this picture, and I got these as a bump. You know, this one I got all these from the same seller, so I was able to bundle all of them, pay shipping for one price for shipping. And New Mutants 17. Cannonball versus I forgot what the guy's name is, but back then the New Mutants were like the new X-Men in training. Hellfire Club had the Hellions, so they was always fighting against each other, which is really cool. Amazing Spider-Man 202. I don't think I ever read this, but I like the idea of Spider-Man and the Punisher surrounded by guns. I love that. I love this pic. It's pretty cool. I like it. And check this one out. I do have this one. It's in my garage and it's kind of beat up, but I found a better copy. And this is a extra bit. Amazing Spider-Man 275. This is a much better copy. Really awesome. That's not all. But that's not all. This is a Spider-Man bundle that I got from. Funny thing is, the seller lives in Traverse City, which is like 4 to 5 hour drive north of me, and it took almost a month for me to get the books. Scam likely. Don't you love those scam likely phone calls? Without further ado, I love this. I remember buying this a long time ago. Amazing Spider-Man 259. He was wearing the black and white suit for a long time. Then he switched to the red suit. I don't remember the reason why, but I do remember that. 260, him versus the Hobgoblin. And 261, which I never had a chance to buy, but it is, look, I love this picture. I love this cover. Love it. 263, I remember this one in high school. I remember reading this in high school. She switched back to the black suit. I remember this one, 264. I forgot who that is, but I love, look at it. Look at the way how they got these frights. Like, oh my gosh. It's funny how back in the day when when bad guys doing stuff and the heroes show up, you can see the fright in their faces. Now they're like, oh, it's him. Okay, let's fight. I love this book because I still have this one. Amazing Spider-Man 266, Toad versus Frogman. This is one of the most funniest books I read in Amazing Spider-Man during that time in the 80s. And I'm going to tell you something. I will side by side comparison the books in the 80s to the 90s. 80s to the 90s Spider-Man run was 10 times better than the year 2000 till now. Just saying. 269, him versus Firelord, which is kind of cool. And the last one, 271, it's really cool. Got these, like I said, it took me a while to get these. I don't know what happened, but I'm finally glad I got it. And that is it. And I got done within 15 minutes. Wow. Whew. That was a lot of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the content, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Share my videos, comment, leave some words of wisdom, words of idiocy, and words of scorn down below. Recommend me to your friends, families, and enemies so that way they can listen to my wacky nonsense. And last but not least, thank you very much for watching this video. It's very appreciative. Very appreciative. And with that being said, see you guys later in the next one.